Hi, this is Booredfemme, and today I'm showing you the BlackBerry Passport, and this is on AT&T's network and giving you my impressions. So, I mean, you can already tell if you take a look at the size, this is a monster. I mean, it's extremely large. It's actually a 4.5-inch screen. That's the first thing that everybody says, oh, it's huge. But what are you getting with it? It's a very comfortable device. So physically, you know, obviously you're seeing a larger device, but it's convenient. So comfort-wise, it's very easy to hold, and that's what I did like. It's really, you know, still some of the standard BlackBerry features. You have like a matte finish on the back with the BlackBerry logo. You have a 13-megapixel camera. I do like the metal edging to it, so it's nice and sleek. You're keeping it simple. Couple of the other ports here, you know, so right at the top you have your headset jack and your usual your power button and your wake up button, which it was nice getting back to that. It's just a simple touch and you're waking your screen. On the side you have your volume buttons and smart key, and then at the bottom each of your outlets and your speaker. So what are you getting? What else are you getting with the BlackBerry Passport? It's the keyboard. I love having the keyboard, and I mean, BlackBerry user, it isn't, I mean, it's not exclusive to Blackberries, but really, you know, I mean, they did master the keyboard and the comfort level as far as the QWERTY keyboard, and this really keeps right in line with it. So you can see that it's actually spread out a little bit more. You have a wide device, so it's very comfortable. You actually have comfortable keys. So anyone who has, you know, large hands, this would be a huge advantage. But if we get into actually using the keyboard, they've made some changes to it. Actually, let's get out of that. So let's just go into something simple as, you know, using sending a text message. Once you start typing, if you can see here, let's actually type something real. Let's see, lighting wise. Hello. As soon as you start to type the word, it's giving you your options. So I mean, there have been versions of this, or a flick upwards to actually choose the word that you're typing. But what I also like is they've actually condensed the screen, or condensed really the keyboard. So you do have your QWERTY keyboard, but then you just tap the symbols, for example, and it's expanding up to the touch screen. So you have the pop-ups that are expanding, you know, all of your typing capability, but then you can just hide it just as well. So I just found that to be nice and straightforward and convenient, so that you're not eating up more space all the time. But what I also liked was the cursor update. So let's see, let's type a few things. Hello, Jack. What are you up to? So then if you need to move things around and you need to use a cursor, just press right here, you know, basically in your typing mode, and you can see this little, almost like a magnifying glass, that is your cursor. Let's press that again. And there you can just move it around to where you need it to be. So I just found that to be much more convenient and easier to move around than some of the other devices where you're trying to get the arrows and trying to highlight or move it over, and the screen is so small, you're trying to get it just right, and it's too difficult. So I really like, you know, the keyboard, the capability for, I would say, really more office functions. So back to really the device, I mean, if you're not familiar with it, this is the BlackBerry 10 operating system. So there are definitely, you know, advantages. Again, you can see, I still think that the BlackBerry 10 is a clean operating system with less fuss. And you can see here, you already have your apps, but let's just say we go into a couple of items here. Let's see, there's Facebook. If you want to get out of it, you still simply use that one touch and you can move the window to the side. We pick LinkedIn, for example. Again, just let's hit OK. Swipe up, and you can move it over to the side or go backwards, whatnot. So now you can see I have a couple of windows open, or I can just go ahead and close them. It's just, I find it very easy to navigate and no fuss. So that's really, I mean, you know, what I love about the BlackBerry 10. The only disadvantages, again, are like the original apps that some people are really hooked on now. So instead of, you know, Instagram, you're going to use a client for Instagram. But they still have actually expanded it so that you can get Android apps through Amazon Marketplace. So if you take a look here, let's see. We have BlackBerry App World, standard BlackBerry apps, but you also have now the Amazon App Store. Let's load this. And I mean, some are actually duplicated because then, whether they're the APK, it's the same thing that's been converted over to BlackBerry world, but you still have a whole other marketplace to choose from. What other highlights do what I would say were my favorites? Really, I mean, you're not getting anything necessarily extremely new by going to the new device. As far as the operating system, at least as far as day-to-day function, I feel, but you're getting something that's, I would say more functioning with the keyboard. Back to the keyboard, back to a couple of the enhancements, but also the size. So if someone is really using this for productivity, your screen is an advantage. You're not just relying on the smaller smartphone screen, but not heading to the tablet. So again, back into the, the feeling of phablets, So I absolutely love it. Right now it's actually on AT&T for $649 if with no contract, or only $200 with contract. So I highly recommend it. I'm already loving using it, and it still has other common ones that you need, like for example OneDrive as your depending on what your favorite cloud storage is. So again, I love it. This is the BlackBerry Passport. I highly recommend it, and this is Booredfemme signing off. Bye bye.